One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's... And the Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blue Hens offense will take the field first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
They boot it away on 4th down. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Silver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's LeBoy. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's LeBoy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. To the air. It's Beck. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Canes are on the move. The give. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Got it back on second and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Navy. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been...
Oh, out of space. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Blue Hens come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They boot it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it, fired complete. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Wants to throw. It's back. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing Remember, behind Cam Ward, he's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Blue Hens are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. They're working that left side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. And the Canes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marion. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be 1st and goal. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Silver. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Patterson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire. Heaves it on the run. He's got it on the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Canes in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's back. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The give from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, going up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Going to run it. It's Fletcher. Looking for room at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might as well give it to him again. Showing off the arms. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's back. Got his man quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Right on the money. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They think there's room to run to the right here. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Blue Hens will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's back. Got his man. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver comes in motion.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Canes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Beck. Swings it out to his running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Canes line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's LeBoy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The kick is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking for room, it's Silver. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9. And the Blue Hens need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's back. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Blue Hens are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. They'll run it from the gun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's back. He makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Canes moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
QB draw. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. And the Canes get enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Fletcher. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. hustling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 38 over Navy. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Sends it back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They feed him again. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Beck. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Timeout, Delaware.
looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.